A 2017 lease agreement looms over the fate of the beloved racing venue, the Caca Bef in VA4. The venue has become the unofficial home of racing events in St. Lucia and holds a great level of sentimental value to racers and lovers of the sport, thus prompting a rally and petition to save the Caca Bef. Youth and Sports Minister Hon Kenson Casimir has heard the cry of the motorsports fraternity and warned due to the nature of this debacle, his hand may be tied as to just how much he can do.
The fact of the matter is, for me as the minister, I would love for us to be able to have a definitive decision about this very, very soon. The AG chambers, like I said, they are reviewing the documents, reviewing the details of the lease, and exploring whether or not this government could find some clause to retract that lease or defer that lease until we actually find a suitable location for car racing. Once we look at every single clause and we know legally we're not going to be putting the taxpayers of St. Lucia under any strain, I think we will make that decision. Again, that is a legal decision. The AG chambers will advise on, they will opine on. And once I have that information, if it means that we can retract that lease, I would happily do that on behalf of the car racers of St. Lucia.
Despite his unfamiliarity of the terms and conditions of the lease, he provided journalists present at Monday's pre-cabinet press briefing the proposed vision for the venue.
I would say less than a month we've been trying to get the final information in terms of when the lease was signed, by who, what is the reason for signing that lease. So far I can definitively say that it was signed in 2017, and more information will be passed on to you through SLASPA, who has all the intimate details.
That's between government, as you said, SLASPA, and which agency and for what exactly?
I tend to try to stay away from naming private entities, but I think it's been in the public sphere that it is Rubis who will be providing some fuel and that sort of stuff to the airport and airplanes, and that is the theory behind signing that sort of agreement.
The minister's theory was not far off the mark, as Choice News Now news desk acquired the agreement between the St. Lucia Air and Seaports Authority and Rubis West Indies for, quote, land registered in the land registry as block and parcel number 1218B8. Executed on March 9, 2017, commencing on January 1, 2017 and ending on December 31, 2036, it was agreed that the lessee, quote, carrying on the business of receiving, storing, retailing, and associated services at the airport, should the leaser grant the right to an independent third party to build and operate a fixed base operation FBO for servicing of private aircraft at the HIA, the leaser reserves the right to authorize the FBO to fuel all private aircraft unless such aircraft specifically requests to be fueled by the lessee upon 6 months' notice in writing to the lessee. Notwithstanding the above, nothing shall prevent the lessee from supplying aviation fuels to any such FBO for an aggregate annual rental of EC $91,476. The need for a proper racing facility is priority, especially in VA4 where the sport is a tradition. However, there are many mitigating factors affecting the speed at which the new location has not yet been disclosed. This may have added to the reason fueling enthusiasts of the sport to rally for the beloved venue as the alternative sports season or racing season approaches.
The fact of the matter is we really wanted to keep car racing in the south. And we are at a point where we really have to bite the bullet and decide to bring it up north, more than likely in the area of cul-de-sac. It's going to cost us a pretty penny. We have the designs, we have the drawings, and we're going to continue that discussion. We're going to eventually find and have that venue for car racers in St. Lucia.
Casimir once again seized the opportunity to remind the general public it was under the Philip J. Pierre administration that a push was made for the development of alternative sports in St. Lucia in a bid to increase sports tourism. He notes there were no plans to facilitate races by the previous administration and that as the minister, he is doing all he can to address the situation. For Choice News Now, I am Chelsea Austinay.